Thanks for tuning back in to the Joey Cabana channel. Today we're looking into the mysterious theory called the Uncanny Valley, a strange mixture of robotics and human psychology. This is another video that I think will entertain all of you guys watching. If this is something you're interested in, please consider subscribing and sharing to someone else who also finds this stuff interesting. That's enough yap from me. Let's cut to the intro and get into this video. Now, when you hear me say Uncanny Valley, you might think, well, this is just something out of a sci-fi horror film or, something that some famous psychologist has made up. But one easy way to put it is, have you ever seen a robot or a humanoid robot that makes you feel a little bit weird, a little bit uneasy? That's exactly what the Uncanny Valley tries to explain. Why do we get the sensation of fear and unrest when we see things that mimic humans very closely? That's exactly what the Uncanny Valley is, and today I'm going to break it down for you guys. Now, the Uncanny Valley gets its name from its appearance on a graph, and because I am terrible at speaking about graphs without a visual picture of one, I'm going to pop up a visual picture of one right now to explain what the Uncanny Valley technically is. The red line is the increasing degree of human likeness. The little cartoon man is pretty realistic, and you immediately know that it's an illustration of a human, but it definitely doesn't creep us out. But there is a dip in the valley as seen. As robots become almost but not quite indistinguishable from humans, our emotional response takes a nosedive into what's known as the Uncanny Valley. This is where things start to feel a little eerie, to say the least. Just watch this for a second and take note of how it makes you feel. Robots that fall into this Uncanny Valley stretch on the graph are almost indistinguishable from humans, but there's just something a little off about them. Maybe it's the mannerisms, the gestures, the robotic movements to them. We can't really put a finger on it when we watch it, but there's something that makes us feel just a little uncomfortable. I'm sure that almost all of you, unless you're a little psychotic yourself, probably felt a little disturbed watching that video. So there's your definition of what the Uncanny Valley is. But of course, us humans are a little scared of humanistic humanoid robots. We have scary movies that instill fear in us from a young age that we should be scared of cyborgs and robots because they might take over our world and become self-aware. That's all well and good, and you would be correct for saying that. But this is where I want to talk about something that is not talked about enough, I don't think, when it comes to the Uncanny Valley. What about when a human that we know is real displays acts of gestures and stuff like that that put him or her into the Uncanny Valley? That's something that I've been researching a little bit the past couple of days, and I want to show you this clip real quick of a fairly undistinguishable human. It's a very real person, and I want you to let me know what you think and how it makes you feel, and let me know when we get back. Well, thank you for coming back from that clip. And I know what you're going to say. Well, we're all humans. We act differently and we do things differently. But genetically speaking, we are very close to being the exact same person. All 9, 10 billion, however many people there are in the world right now, we are genetically very close to being the exact same person. Actually, genetically speaking, we are all descended from a very small group of people. So we've been around humans. We've seen humans do and say just about everything in every way. So why are certain characteristics and things like this a little bit unnerving to us? They make us a little uneasy. Well, these instincts and these feelings that we get are instilled in us. It's just something that it's an emotional reaction that almost all humans have to these videos. And that instinct has been instilled in us through our ancestors, passed down through all of us, almost a fear or, you know, turn and run instinct. Just kind of like how a kid is scared of the dark, even though the dark in his lifetime has never done anything to hurt him. But in his ancestral past, dark meant danger. Therefore, that kid is going to be scared of the dark. Well, that's where this story takes an even scarier turn. That's what I really want to talk about in this whole video because you know I like to talk more about the history side of things and I am not a psychologist. This is where history comes into play in the Uncanny Valley. Follow with me. According to the path of logic that I am putting before you right now, at some point in our shared history, our ancestors had to be acutely aware of the humans around them. They had to be able to recognize these very discrete things that these other imposters, I guess you would call them, would do. They had to be able to notice very small things about the people around them that triggered either a fear against this person or a, okay, they're a normal person. So why would we have these instincts if we didn't have something like that in our past? The only reason we have this fear instinct of get away from me, I don't want to be in a room with this robotic humanoid, is because at some point in our past we had to be scared of something like this. So tell me what you think about that. I know that usually in these videos I say I can't confirm or deny anything that I just said, and that goes for this video too. I am not saying that I believe everything that I'm saying right now, but it's a very interesting thought process, and I encourage you to do more further research like I always do, because don't just take it from me, do the research for yourself. That's the only way that you will find the real truth for you. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you for tuning back in, supporting. Please share this to other people so that they know. And I know this was a short video, but I think it was pretty action-packed and pretty interesting. And I will definitely be doing some follow-up videos about what these creatures could have been. I think that's a very interesting topic. So I will definitely be revisiting this in the future. But as always, thank you for watching. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Have a good day.